That is an unheard of. Did you know that, Newt? That is an unheard of number. The Democrats, ooh, there was a mosquito. I don't want mosquitoes around me. I don't like mosquitoes. I don't like those mosquitoes. I never did. Okay, speaking of mosquitoes, hello, Hillary. How are you doing? But I said, very simple, I said, Saddam Hussein is a bad man, bad guy. And I said it 3 or 4 times. Really bad, because I know what they're going to do. I said, but one thing he's good at. They said this last night. Now, they wanted me to talk about Hillary for 160, like for hours. I said, I went 15 minutes. I went a long time talking about it. I read whole things. I wrote a whole thing. I mean, she's crooked Hillary. That's all you have to know. She's crooked as hell. No. It's unbelievable. So, no, but listen. So after a while, we want to talk about terrorism, right? Because we'll beat Hillary. If we beat Hillary, what difference does it make? As she would say, what difference does it make? Makes a big difference. What difference does it make? Remember the famous statement, green dress? Okay. So, green dress? Yeah, green dress. No. She said green pantsuit. So look, listen. So last night I said, and it was an unbelievable crowd in North Carolina, standing ovations all over the place. But I said, bad guy, Saddam Hussein, bad guy. Then I said again, Saddam Hussein is a bad guy. But he did one thing well. He killed terrorists, right? That's okay. Just a quick statement. But I wanted to emphasize, because I know if I didn't emphasize, they'd say, I like Saddam Hussein. So I said it, I think 3 times, bad. In fact, I started repeating myself. I said, I don't like that. People are going to say, is that guy okay? So what happened, I said it very strongly, bad person. Okay, now it's over. And we talked about terrorism. We talked about trade. We talked about terminating Obamacare and replacing it with something great, which we're going to do. We talked about getting rid of Common Core and bringing our education locally and taking it away from Washington. We talked about borders. We talked about building a wall, right? We talked about our depleted military, right? We talked about our very depleted military. Build a wall. That's all right. Don't worry, we're going to build a wall. Don't worry about it, okay? We're going to build a wall. It's going to be a real wall. Such a low ceiling. Oh, we're going a lot higher than that. And every time they fight us on that wall, it gets 10 feet higher, folks. Believe me. No, we're going to stop the drugs from coming in. Just in case you didn't know. So the Border Patrol agents, 16,500 Border Patrol agents endorsed Donald Trump. They know what's going on. And their job is much easier now than when they're with me. Because when they're with me, they're going to be working hard. Right now, they just stand there and say, oh, go on through. Hello. Go on through. Welcome to the country, right? We'll take care of you for the rest of your lives. So I watched these media people, very dishonest people, and I watched that, and then I also watched this. So I get these standing ovations. It was on all 3. I think it was on Fox Live, and Fox was actually very nice to me, I must say. But it was on Fox Live. It was on CNN Live. CNN's terrible to me, terrible. No, they're dishonest. I mean, they're dishonest. You ever see it where they'll have like 7 people, and I'll have Jeffrey Lord. I love Jeffrey Lord. But I don't watch it anymore because, in life, when you don't like something, when something's unpleasant, don't watch it. It turns something else, okay? That's what I do. People don't believe it. I don't watch anymore. When people treat you unfairly, just turn your back and go someplace else. Or knock them on their ass, one or the other. So, I mean, CNN over the weekend, I'll give you an example. So one of my guys, who's married to a Jewish woman, This is a very fine person, Dan Scavino. He put out a tweet talking about crooked Hillary Clinton. And on the tweet was a star. It's a star. Like a star. And I said, oh, because when I looked at it, I didn't think anything. All of a sudden, it turned out to be, in the minds of the press only, because it could have been a sheriff's star, could have been a regular star. My boy comes home from school, Barron. He draws stars all over the place. I never said, oh, that's the Star of David, Barron, don't. So, it's a star. Have you all seen this? It's a star. And it actually looks like a sheriff's star, but I don't know. And behind it, they had money. Oh, but there's money behind it. So actually, they're racially profiling. They're profiling, not us. Because why are they bringing this up? Why do they bring it up? Because, so anyway. So Dan is a wonderful guy, a really good guy. I didn't get angry at him. I said, Dan, that's a star. Don't worry about it. He said, oh, I'm so... CNN, from morning till night, bigger than the FBI, with Clinton, who's crooked as you-know-what. Bigger than the FBI, all weekend long. CNN, dishonest as hell. CNN, morning to night. I have tweets where they're saying, CNN won't talk about anything but the star. They say, it's the Star of David. All right? I have a son-in-law who's Jewish, Jared, who's a great guy. My daughter is Jewish. I have grandchildren that are Jewish, okay? And I love them. I love them. And these are great people. Ivanka married a Jewish guy who's brilliant, who's wonderful, who's got a great heart. They have kids, beautiful kids, beautiful kids. So they took this star, could have been a star for anything. To me, it was just a star. But when I really looked, it looked like a sheriff's star. But CNN started this dialogue going, it's the Star of David. And because it's the Star of David, Donald Trump has racist tendencies. These people are sick, folks. I'm telling you, they're sick. They're sick. And I'll tell you, someday I'm going to tell you the real story of CNN, but I'm not going to tell it yet. But they're sick. I don't watch it. Don't watch it. You know what? Don't watch it anymore. And I have to say, Fox is tough on me. Bill O'Reilly, a lot of these guys. But at least they're fair. You know, they're tough, but they're fair. And MS, nobody watches MSNBC, so I can't tell you. No, I mean, nobody watches it. But I think they're better. I hear they're better than CNN. Okay? They call CNN the Clinton News Network. Clinton, think of this, but think of it, seriously. So the star, which is a star, not the Star of David. When they told me the Star of David, I said, you gotta be kidding. How sick are they? Actually, they're the ones with the bad tendencies when they can think that way. They're the one. Then they said, remember what I said, but there's money around the stars. And therefore, you know what that represents. These are sick people. They're bad people. They're bad people. And what you do is don't watch CNN anymore. I don't watch it anymore. I don't watch, and they've done it. I like Anderson Cooper. I like a couple of the people. But mostly it's just negative. And they sit around a table. They talk badly about Donald Trump. What's to talk badly about? You know, it's very interesting. We started off with 17, and here I am. You and me, and look what we've done together, right? Look what we've done together. What's so bad? What's so bad? What's so bad? So we have unbelievably dishonest media. So think of that. Yeah, so you have the star, which is fine. You shouldn't have taken it down. You know, they took the star down. I said, too bad. You should have left it up. I would have rather defended it. Just leave it up and say, no, that's not a Star of David. That's just a star. It's also about corrupt Hillary. But she sent it out. She said, oh, this is star. She's the one that started the dialogue. You know why? Because she wanted to get off the FBI. And you know who got hurt worse by the FBI than anybody? Bernie Sanders, because he was waiting for the FBI to make him the nominee, and it didn't work out. And he's the other one. You know, he copied my language a little bit, but he was starting to say with the superdelegates that the system is rigged. And you know what's happening? They're doing polls. I just saw a poll. 22% of the Bernie Sanders voters are coming to Trump. It's interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows?
Hi everybody, my name is Mike. This is my YouTube page, Mox News. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so I thought this was a pretty fiery speech. Donald Trump seems to be just pumped the fuck up. He's just coming out of every direction. He's hitting the media hard again. He's hitting Hillary Clinton hard. He's hitting the Attorney General hard. It's a beautiful thing watching somebody go after all these corrupt politicians. If you'd like to see the full Donald Trump speech, it's available at the Alternate Mox News YouTube page. There's a clickable link in the text body of this video on the YouTube page, which this video is posted. There's a little box down below the video right down there. It says Alternate Mox News YouTube page. Click here. You should click there, go check out that video, subscribe to that page. That way, these videos will just wind up inside your inbox automatically. You don't have to do anything, they're just there. And the Democratic and the Democratic National Convention and the Republican National Convention are coming up in the next couple weeks. And I'm going to have to post that stuff mostly over there. That's over 15 minutes. And I'm sure you don't want to miss out on that stuff. So I really hope you'll go over there and subscribe. Okay? And I'm asking everybody to put a little something in my bowl. Because times are really slow in the summer. Really slow. So everybody who puts a little something in the bowl makes a big difference in my world. It means that I get to be here and maybe post another 60,000 videos on YouTube. Maybe, maybe not. But that would be cool. I'm down for that if that's what you guys are interested in. And that's how I know that you are, because you put something in my bowl and said, never let them make you stop. Keep doing what you're doing. We really appreciate what you're doing. So please put something in my bowl if you can. There's a clickable link in the text body of the video to buy me lunch. It's easy to do. It says Mox News needs your help. It'd be fantastic if you could do that. If you want to see this Donald Trump speech, it was pretty good. Again, very fiery, pumped up, ready to go. It's at the Alternate Mox News YouTube page. There's a clickable link in the text body of the video right below this video. Alternate Mox News YouTube page. Click here, link. Go do that now, and you can watch the whole video. Okay? Thanks for tuning in. There's also Hillary Clinton's speech from earlier today over there. I posted Louis Gohmert was on a call-in show on C-SPAN this morning. I posted that. Bunch of stuff over there you might not want to miss out on. So go check it out, please. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Mike. This is my YouTube page. Stay cool. One of these days, this war is going to end.
Compassion stirred the Buddha to send his monks out into the community. Sworn to chastity and poverty, they wandered the roads, bringing the Buddha's teachings into the world. Go forth, monks, for the happiness of the many, out of compassion for the world. There are beings whose eyes have little dust on them, who will perish if they do not hear the teaching. But if they hear the teaching, they will gain liberation.
The monks exist by begging. We think of begging as kind of a bad thing. Begging in this tradition is a good thing. It's a sign of spiritual purity.
You're not allowed to beg tomorrow's lunch today. Only today's lunch. Then you can't eat from noon until dawn the next day. Then you have to go out and get another lunch. And then in exchange for lunch, you give a lecture. Unless they say we don't want to hear about it, then you don't. But that's the only thing but that forces you to interact with the lay community.
And if you're not serving them, if you're not doing something useful for them, they won't put anything in your bowl, and that will be the end of your community.